Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have quite a few different things to go and talk about over here, where a lot of gamers are massively upset, and rightfully so, when it comes to horrible microtransactions. As well, we also have some other various things too for brand new games, things to get excited for, some PlayStation news and everything else, some Alan Wake that has been absolutely blowing up the entire gaming system. And although I did play the first few hours, if you guys are bored, we'll probably be playing that up tonight up on Twitch. If you guys are bored, you guys can follow or whatever down below. But I've also been hearing good things about that, and I had a pretty good first impression as well. So a lot of stuff to go talk about over here, so let's go and dive on into it. And of course, throughout the video, give me your thoughts and comments. And of course, we have the Theragun promotion with all three links down below, with Best Buy and of course Amazon links, Twitter and Twitch links, and of course subscribe if y'all are new. And let's dive on into the video itself. So first and foremost, if you guys have kind of missed it, now we have a pretty I don't want to say like obnoxious vibe, and I think I can kind of show some of this. I'm gonna try my best to like not fully get destroyed or like, you know, just lose all the random, I guess, strikes or whatever on my channel, because it is a little on the gruesome side. But we have a really big controversy going on right now when it comes to Mortal Kombat. Now, as you guys know, Mortal Kombat did recently come out not too long ago, and of course the community had a pretty relatively, I would say, good reception on the game. They enjoyed it, they liked it. I never played it because there's been a bajillion different big games out there that I also have been trying to prioritize. It's been horrible, and I feel like I need to go and stream like 18 hours a day to go catch up on all the games, because I still haven't even beaten Baldur's Gate at this point. But when it comes to this, we've actually been seeing a pretty big issue when it comes to microtransactions. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys, hopefully you guys do agree with me, microtransactions are the bane of my gaming existence. Battle passes and microtransactions, cosmetics, and all that are horrible for the gaming scene, especially when you're also literally buying a specific game for $40, $50, $60, $70, depending on the price point. I do not want to spend more money. I do not want to buy battle passes. I do not want to go and buy cosmetics. Now, I do have a few little more loosey-goosey standards where, number one, I don't necessarily mind if there are cosmetics in a game, because if it's not changing the gameplay too much, I'm okay with it-ish. I'd prefer being having a chance to unlock it or have in-game currency or something to grind towards or whatever. That's my end-all be-all. Or part two, I just don't like it, just in general, for games I have to pay money for. So a free-to-play game with cosmetics and like microtransactions, battle passes, think like Halo Infinite or Fortnite or whatever, where I can still play the game and enjoy the game, League of Legends, or have a chance to earn the stuff like in League of Legends. I think I'm kind of okay with that too as well. So I'm not against it. Like, I'm okay with microtransactions if they're done well. But as of right now, the Mortal Kombat community has been very upset. Where earlier on the week, Mortal Kombat's 1's community has been pushed. Like, just people are just not happy. Like, you have to go and spend $10 for a fatality, which is basically like, you know, those really fun animations at the very tail end of a fight or whatever. Like, you basically win, you do the cool cutscene. I'm sure you guys have played games like Mortal Kombat who have those. Like, it's fun to see. But the fact of that is built into the game that you're already spending money on, and having to spend extra money on top of that does make a lot of gamers very upset, myself included. So said, basically for this one, there's a brand new fatality that came out that cost $10, and the community is upset, being pushed back, complaining on most places like Reddit, Twitter, etc., and even now people are upset. So basically there's a interesting seasonal fatality involving a pumpkin. I wish I was joking, I wish I was memeing. It does look cool. I would show you guys little bits and pieces of it because I don't want to get demonetized for the video itself, because usually those types of games are a little bit more on the scary side. But the fatality is now available in the Mortal Kombat store. They have a confirmed price, and players are very obviously upset about it because all these people are vowing to boycott the fatality itself, abandoning the game itself as a whole, basically quitting the game because they're like, this is just them trying to milk as much money as they possibly can off of us, and as well just people being upset. Like, I've seen people quite literally quit games where the microtransactions and the DLCs are a little bit too hardcore, and it's just not fun. It's not fun to see, it's not fun to vibe, it's not fun to be around it, you know? I just don't really generally enjoy it, because guess what? You have to spend extra money on a game you already bought. I don't like it. So basically today, the Halloween fatality was added to the Mortal Kombat's premium shop for the price of 1,200 dragon crystals, so 1,250 can be bought for around $10, so basically you have to go spend $10 to go and get it, and the move came after players noticed that patch notes vaguely mentioned a Halloween fatality added to the premium store, which was later confirmed by Warner Bros. Games. So basically for this one, it just involves slapping a jack-o'-lantern on your opponent's head before, well, creepy crawlers emerge from it. And like, it's an interesting one. Like, I can show you guys maybe a little bit in piece of it because I don't want to get, like I said, demonetized from it. But it's an intriguing thing. You basically go and like you have your character go and shove a pumpkin on their head. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Just a little, it's a literal just a pumpkin. Like, it's actually kind of cute. I don't think this will get me taken down from YouTube at all. But like basically, like they just like shove a random pumpkin on you in the first place. Like, it's like this. It's literally a pumpkin. They got some ghouly ghouls and mobs on there, and then they just go and like kick it, kick your head into a random like house. I'm not exaggerating. It's a little bit of a goofy one. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit strange. Like, you have like the cutscene, it just goes into like you're in like a little cute Mortal Kombat. Like, it is actually kind of adorable, funny enough, for a Mortal Kombat game. We have the little pumpkins over here. You have the characters and stuff. Like, it's like a bunch of little bugs. It's like an overall, like, it's actually kind of a cute like fatality. It's hard to go and say and explain, but like, it's adorable. But at the end of the day, would I want to spend $10 on that? No. Do a lot of people want to spend $10 on that? No. Because the game itself is already expensive. So basically, people are mad because the game itself is already $10. And on top of that, too, the game was a $70 cost or $110 for a premium edition. And don't forget, this Mortal Kombat's been around for a long time. So people have been buying this game forever. So many community members are now being criticized in the move as an indication that Mortal Kombat's shifting more towards a freemium model, but it's not even a free game. So, like, I kind of always agree with this mindset where it's stupid. Like, I want this to be a fun thing to incentivize people to play the game. I want this type of stuff to have people be excited to play. Like, I want to go buy a game, and they're like, hey, you go play 50 competitive matches, and you can unlock this to incentivize people to play the multiplayer game. Or I'd want it to be something cool where you earn it from in-game currency, from doing, like, a competition, tournaments, or whatever it might be. And this is why I don't like a lot of these, like, freemium type games when they're not freemium, because they're just trying to go and pry off their own community, which makes me really sad to see. And a lot of gamers are not happy with this. I've never been happy with big microtransactions. Think like an Overwatch, or at least that game is technically free and makes more sense, but imagine you have to go and spend money on a game like Overwatch to then go and spend even more money to get skins, or imagine if Fortnite costs $60 and you're still on top of that trying to do the battle pass for additional skins. Like, it's just a lot of money that people just don't want to keep spending, and a lot of these big game companies are just fully milking everyone the best they possibly can. And I'm never a fan of this. I will always complain about this, but a lot of other folks do as well, are basically saying this is like too much money just for a fatality in the game. Like, it's cool, I guess, but would you want to spend $10 just to whenever you have an off chance to win and utilize this? So a lot of folks are saying like, hey, they're boycotting this, saying do not buy that season fatality. Make them realize they shouldn't charge us for it. 1,200 crystals is ridiculous. Don't buy that thing. Let's show them that makes absolutely no sense. And I agree, like, I don't think you guys should always be kind of splurging out money for all these companies too, because a lot of people are upset about this as well, because they don't want to have DLC characters you have to spend money on. You bought a game, you want to enjoy the game. You don't have to go and spend more money on maps or combos or anything else on that. And I agree where people are literally boycotting specific games on this one. I think it's dumb at the end of the day. Now, a little bit of fun side news over here, though, for fun stuff, is that it does seem like Capcom has been confirming and pushing once again that they want to have an unannounced title that will sell millions by March 2024. So everyone keeps on assuming it'll be Monster Hunter, The Next World, either 2 or Monster Hunter 6. I'm excited for Monster Hunter. I want to play Monster Hunter. I want to enjoy Monster Hunter itself. Some folks are maybe assuming more Resident Evil, although it may not be it, because they already had the Resident Evil game released not too long ago, and the DLC, and a few other various games too as well. But I think most folks are kind of assuming that Monster Hunter, there hasn't been a Monster Hunter in quite some time. People are assuming there's been rumors for it. They just had the Monster Hunter now, and of course as well, a lot of folks want to go check out the game and see. But Capcom has a little closet game in the works, so I'm excited for it. And a lot of folks even had comments on it stating, how do you expect to achieve these sales goals, because the sales have not been like insane or phenomenal so far for Capcom. And they're saying, in the second half of this year, we plan to release Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney Trilogy in January, in addition to a currently unannounced major title. Moreover, we plan to boost the sales figures of new titles in the first half of this year to achieve the target, basically saying that they're going to go and have to sell millions of copies for an upcoming game throughout this next thing, and it's also a currently unannounced major title. It would make a lot of sense in terms of the time frame for Monster Hunter, and Monster Hunter's always been a fantastic game. So how do you think the sales goal of 45 million copies of console titles, taking into account the first half of this year, wouldn't it be difficult to achieve it? Basically saying, hey, we haven't sold a lot, what's the matter? They're saying we are planning a major title in the second half of this fiscal year. Additionally, we originally planned to achieve this goal mainly by focusing on sales events in the second half of this year to boost the sales, and of course, course, there's a lot of old school Monster Hunter games, such as Rise, GU, or as well World. So at the end of the day, it does seem like Monster Hunter might be coming out soon. We also have some pretty fun news too as well when it comes to basically Alan Wake. Talk about how the fact that they just want to make the game extremely spoopy on all their past stuff from basically the old games such as Control, etc., which I've really have been enjoying Alan Wake 2 as well. And it's not as horror as expected, but I will be playing that up on my stream if you guys want to. And I just got to the point where I'm at for with playing with like around Alan himself. So really, really cool to see. And of course, as well, Cyberpunk had some pretty big updates, all based on the old school Diablo vibes, which is always fun to go and see as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, with all the Theragun promotions as well. And of course, link, click on those if you guys want to. Hashtag ad. Of course, we have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. We'll probably live up very soon on Twitch, so swing on by down there. I'll see you guys all very soon.